For speaking to us tonight, and it's a good perspective from you. Enjoy the rest of our bulletin. Let's move on now, and let's take you to the judiciary. And interviews to pick retired Chief Justice David Maraga's successor continue today with Court of Appeal Judge Lady Justice Martha Koome on the hot seat. Now, Koome was put to task over a controversial ruling a bench she sat on during a public holiday made in the absence of some of the parties to that case, barely hours to the chaotic 2017 repeat presidential election. Our senior political affairs reporter, Murimi Mwangi, puts that to perspective.
With 33 years legal experience, Appellate Judge Martha Koome was a third candidate before the Judicial Service Commission to defend her suitability for the Chief Justice job.
I'm proud to be associated with the 2010 Constitution. I was chairperson of FINDA, and in FINDA we spearheaded law reform that has led to a raft of reforms.
But the ghosts of the bitterly disputed 2017 polls came to haunt the judge over a controversial ruling by a bench she was a member on a public holiday, only a day to the October 26, 2017 chaotic repeat presidential poll. In the ruling, the court overturned an earlier verdict in which High Court Judge George Odunga had ruled that returning officers and their deputies recruited by electoral body IEBC to oversee the next day's polls were in office illegally.
This was a determination of an election which is taking place the next day. Presidential election which is taking place the next day. So,
so you were called,
urgent,
you sat,
I came.
As a member of that bench, did you, for example, ask, where is counsel for the other party? We
did ask, but we were told, and the counsel argued, the matter is very urgent.
Procedurally, litigants filed their cases at the registry, after which the matter is referred to the duty judge, who subsequently gives the directions on service of court papers to the concerned parties and slots hearing dates.
Did the bench establish whether or not the CJ had authorized a sitting outside hours, the importance of the matter notwithstanding?
My supervisor is the president of the court. So if the president of the court has empaneled a bench and he has drawn a course list asking that I come and sit, it would have been insubordination on my part to say I will not come to court.
Attorney General Kihara Kariuki, who at the time was the appellate court president and whose current position allows him to sit at the interviewing panel, did not delve into the matter, originating from a query filed at the JSC against Koome by activist Helef Khalifa, the prevailing JSC stalemate with President Uhuru Kenyatta, as the JSC cited retired Chief Justice David Maraga's futile calls to the head of state.
I have faith. I'm a woman of faith. I believe I will be able to explain why I want to speak to His Excellency to have a meeting. And I believe he will give me, because it's not for myself, it's not for my sake as Martha.
One of the court, in my view, that has lost its identity is the commercial court, which was meant to ensure that the process of resolution of dispute is efficient, effective, and within the shortest time possible. How will you address that problem?
There is mediation. And you know, commercial transactions didn't begin with an agreement. People who entered into an agreement can always sit down and resolve the problem arising out of the agreement.
Next to be interviewed in the race to succeed Maraga will be High Court Judge Martha Njage. Murimi Mwangi, KTN News.
All right, 3 down. We still have 7 to go. The interviews continue to the end of next week. And by the way, don't forget my conversation tonight. Mount Kenya Politics, Peter Kenneth is already here in studio with me. We'll be speaking to him in the next few minutes or so. But stay with us. Time now for a short break. We'll be right back.